Hey there, what's up guys? This is CryptoMac and we are watching Crypto with CryptoMac. Hope you guys are doing great today. Before going to this video, please like this video and also subscribe to this channel to support this channel. So today we have massive news guys and massive things are going on. Bitcoin is making new all-time high on this Christmas day. So that's the major thing, and Bitcoin is making new all-time highs. We have discussed the target in the previous video. That is when it breaks this particular triangle, the target would be 26k. So we have discussed the target in the previous video. So we are going to have a look on the Bitcoin technical analysis, and the main purpose of this video is to discuss the altcoins. So we are going to discuss the medium altcoins. So that's a major thing. In the previous video, we discussed about large cap altcoins. So in this, we are going to discuss some of the important altcoins for 2021. So some of the medium cap altcoins for 2021, and which is under top, within the top 100 list. So that's a thing we are going to discuss, and we are going to discuss some of the blockchains and different blockchains, and blockchain in the sense different smart contract platforms, and also some of the projects. So we will be discussing lots about alts, and also we are going to discuss about Bitcoin price and ETH price, and we will be seeing the altcoin season index. So since we are approaching altcoin season, we are going to discuss more number of alts in the upcoming videos. But major thing is I'm trying to cover most of the alts and most of the different alts in the upcoming videos, and including this video also. But I'm not going deeper into a particular project. For example, in the previous videos we have saw some projects like Argent Trail and Injective Protocol, but we went deeper into one particular project. But in these videos and coming videos, only we are going to analyze most of the important alts for 2021, and it would be collectively we will be be analyzing. So while doing that, it is very harder to go deeper into each and every project. After covering all the alts for the next year, that is 2021 and Bitcoin bull run important alts, then we will be covering the projects deeper one by one in the upcoming videos. So that's a major thing. So stay tuned and let's dive into this video. First of all, we can do market analysis in CoinGecko. If we see the top 10 coins past 24 hours performance, we have Bitcoin 6% up, Ethereum 8.9% up, we have XRP 38.5% up. So XRP is coming back from the huge dump, and Litecoin 15.7% up. We have Bitcoin Cash 13.5% up, Cardano 16% up, Polkadot 8.8% up, Binance Coin 5.5% up, Chainlink 13.1% up, and we are having these are the top 10 coins. So that's a major thing. So you can see from the top 10 coins, most of them are in green, and some of the coins are pumping. And if we see the past 24 hours top gainers, we have XRP, that is 38.5% up, NEM 26% up, Theta Network 24.2% up, Swissborg 21.9% up, Celsius Network 20.1% up, Zilliqa 20% up, Earn Finance 19% up, Sushi 18% up, Blockstack 17% up, Icon 16.6% up, Cardano 16% up, Litecoin 15.7% up, Dogecoin 15.3% up, Ocean Protocol 14.6% up. So overall, you can see lots of gainers. Yesterday, it was lots of losers in alts. Now alts are back again. You can see over here. Yesterday, most of the alts are in red. Now it is recovering. You can see all the charts are. You can able to see the V in all the charts, and you can see most of the alts are about 10% gain. So it's a major thing, guys. It's a huge thing going on. We are approaching alt season soon. That's a major thing. And in terms of losers, we have Dynamic Set Dollar, that is minus 32.3% down. Other than that, no losers, guys. No losers at all. So comparatively, we are bullish, and altcoins are tremendously bullish. And since we are going to see a huge alt season coming. So that's a major thing. Now let's have a look on the technical analysis of Bitcoin price. And you can see over here, we have been discussing about this. Not this. I have been discussing about this particular triangle in the previous video. You can have a look on this. This is the particular triangle we have been discussing about. And it finally broke. So we broke this. I think we have discussed like this while we drawing in the previous video. It was like this. So we broke. We had retest, and we are jumping nicely, and the target would be we have been discussing the target would be 26,000, approximately around 26,000, and we broke from here, and I think we took from here. If it is broken, we broke from here, so it would be around $25,700. That's a major thing. Since we broke, I think we broke here. Okay, it would be around $25,700. That's the target, and it's huge, guys, and we are making new all-time highs. That's a major thing about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is in a bull trend. It is following the trend nicely. And next we have to have a look on ETH. What is happening with ETH? ETH is back again, guys. You can see. Wait a minute. Have a look on this. So our long-term target would be, this is the coming target we have discussed, is $800, and you can see we had a huge drop to $550. Then we came back again. We came into this particular triangle, and we have been discussing about this particular area, the important area. We have to break that one also, because I have been discussing about this because it is forming one. It has to break this trend line, and also we can take this as a triangle. So this particular line, and also this area, this is a neckline of this particular W pattern. So but you can see the W is a little bit huge, but it is not, we can say it is not like W, but we can also draw like this. You can bring this a little bit down. Wait a minute, I can so it can be like this also. So this area, I'm expecting it's a huge resistant area, $638. If we are breaking that one, then it's open space, guys. So we'll be moving further very much faster after breaking this level. So it's a crucial level, this area that is $637 area. That's a major crucial level, because we had a rejection over here. This is a neckline of this particular W, you can say. So this is a huge area where we have to break in terms of Ethereum. And next, I'm expecting the previous target, $800. So we are still away from that, and we can expect $800 soon in terms of Ethereum. So that's a major thing. And before going into all the alts, so first of all, we can have a look on Bitcoin dominance chart. That is a major thing, whether we are approaching alt season or not, which indicates we are approaching alt season or not. So we had a drop in terms of Bitcoin dominance. You can see over here, we went up to here, then we had a drop. This is what makes altcoins pumps severely in the past 24 hours. This particular drop, that's a major thing. And in terms of daily time frame, so this is what my projection of Bitcoin bull run, that is the major season over similar to 2017. This is what I'm expecting, and this is the month I am expecting the all-time high for Bitcoin. Maybe it can move up further. It can be delayed, or it can be very much shorter, but this is an average one. So I have discussed about this in a video that is when Bitcoin all-time high. So in that, I have analyzed different days and different how long it would take to make all-time high in the 2017 cycle from the halving day. So we have analyzed different things, and we have also analyzed golden cycle ratio. So lots of things we have analyzed. So using that, I'm expecting September of 2021 will be the the end of Bitcoin bull run. Similar to 2017, we had December, where we made all-time high. So that is what I'm expecting. So in this case, you can see Bitcoin altcoin dominance drop heavily during this phase. So I'm expecting this can happen. So what is that is, we broke this particular downward trend line, and we are up above this, but I'm expecting we will be touching over this area. This is the huge resistant area I'm expecting. This is the resistant area of 73.12, that area. But now we are actually dropping a little bit from this level itself, this particular resistant level, this area. So maybe we would be going and touching this level, or else we would be dropping from this level, and the drop would be huge, guys. You can see over here during the previous cycle, you can see it dropped very drastically, and it doesn't take much time. So similar to this one, and if I'm taking the same thing, I can take the same same area. You can have a look on it. Wait a minute. So this not this one, I think. So this is the thing, and ghost feet from here to here, where we made all-time high. So not this one, sorry. Not ghost feet, bar pattern. So if we take from here until this date. So this is what we get, and if we place this around here, where so this would be a little bit delay. You can see over here it would take up to October. That can also happen, but I'm expecting this kind of move from this after reaching this particular area, after touching this area, or else from this area. So the huge drop is coming soon in terms of Bitcoin dominance, which will make altcoins pump severely, guys. That is what I'm expecting. So we can expect a huge drop in Bitcoin dominance. So we will be analyzing Bitcoin dominance in each and every video of upcoming videos. So that's a major thing about Bitcoin dominance, and we are still in uptrend. We have to break this particular this trend line to become more bearish. So that's a major thing about Bitcoin dominance chart. Next, we have to have a look on altcoin season, whether we are approaching or not. So in terms of altcoin season index, it's still 16. We are still in the blue range. We went up, dropped, then we went up, dropped. Now we are finding some base. Then we can move up. I think we will be moving up in upcoming days. That's a major thing in terms of nothing much change in terms of altcoin season index. So that's all about this major technical analysis and overall altcoin season index. Now we are approaching to the altcoins. So medium cap altcoins, which is from top hundreds. I have chosen some of the altcoins, and I have missed some of the altcoins, important altcoins like Chainlink and other altcoins also, but that will be covered in another video with different niches. So niche based, like Oracle based, Chainlink will be covered in Oracle niche. So it's like some of the project will be covered in this particular niches. So some of the Polkadot projects will be covered in Polkadot niches. So that's why I have that's why I have missed some of the medium cap alts in this video. But in this video, I'm overall covering medium cap alts, like alts with different smart contract platforms and other stuffs. So first altcoin we are going to see is Cosmos. So Cosmos is a very important project. It's an important blockchain, and which is also offering interoperability similar to Polkadot. So it is an interoperable blockchain, and lots of projects have been built on Cosmos. We have Band protocol that is built on Cosmos. We have Kava, that is DeFi, which is on Cosmos. So it is an important project, Cosmos. I'm expecting this will have huge pump in this Bitcoin bull run. So the total supply is the circulating supply for now is 238 million, which is quite low, but quite higher compared to Ethereum, but it is quite nearer to Ethereum. That's a major thing. So we have an all-time high of $8.84, and we are consolidating. You can see over here we went up. This is the all-time high. Then we are nicely consolidating. So this project is not in a previous bull run, so we can expect a huge price surge in this particular bull run. So it's an important project. Atom is an important project, and it is interoperable blockchain. So that's a major thing. It can Cosmos and separate ecosystem, so it can interoperate with Ethereum and other things. Scalability. So I'm just have a small overview. You can see it has scalability. Proof of work protocols are slow, expensive, unscalable, and environmentally harmful, but it works on proof of stake. So Cosmos works on proof of stake consensus algorithm. That's a major thing. Tendermint. And usability, blockchain applications are complex, so this is the disadvantage, and it works on Cosmos SDK. So Cosmos SDK is a modular framework. It's a framework for building interoperable application specific blockchains. So you can able to create different blockchains over using this Cosmos SDK. So it can be interoperable. That's a major thing. IBC protocol is there. It fixes the inter-blockchain communication. Is a TCP and IP like messaging protocol for blockchains. So that is how it works, and it is an interoperable, and it is a very big ecosystem. That's a major thing. So you can have a look on this. I will explain deeper in separate videos about Cosmos. So these are the Cosmos SDK features: modular, scalable, interoperable. The main thing is interoperability, guys. That's a major thing. It will drive in terms of future project, we need interoperability. That's a major thing. And that's why Polkadot is this much famous. That's a major thing. And you can see secure, proof of stake, sovereign, open source, and Go. And you can see lots of things. And build with Cosmos SDK, we have Terra, stablecoin. Build with Cosmos SDK, Binance Chain, DEX. This is also built with Cosmos SDK, IrisNet. So lots of projects and lots of things are building on Cosmos also. Band is also built on Cosmos. That is a Band Oracle project that is also built on Cosmos. So that's a major thing, and you can have a look on this one, Cosmos, Kava. So these are, I think, some of the projects and the apps. Band protocol and Akash network. So these are the things, these are the projects. It is built on Cosmos ecosystem. So very much important project for 2021, and I'm expecting it will be a huge project, because it is offering interoperability, and for Bitcoin bull run, I'm expecting this will have huge price surge. So that's a major thing. And next project we are going to have a look is Reserve. So wait a minute, it is 26. I can go one by one. So what I'm going to do is, next would be VeChain. So the next project we are going to have a look is VeChain. So VeChain, it is rank 33. So compared to Cosmos, it is little bit small. So I'm coming from large to small. That's a major thing. So VeChain, regarding VeChain, we have discussed about VeChain in a separate video. We have discussed deeper into it, and we have discussed about the partners, and that's a major thing. This is an important supply chain project, and they have lots of applications going on and lots of partnerships. It is an important project in terms of enterprise adoptions. So this is an important project. I'm expecting this would do well in the upcoming bull run, and 2021 this would be an important project in terms of altcoins we have to have considered. But it is quite big in terms of supply chain. We have other smaller supply chain projects also. So we have discussed about that. That is one of Origin Trail is a smaller cap, but that is also doing supply chains. But in terms of market cap, it is way much smaller in compared to VeChain. So in terms of Origin Trail, it can go further compared to VeChain. But this is also an important project. It has a huge community. I'm expecting, and large partnerships are there. Lots of companies are working with VeChain. So I'm expecting this VeChain will perform very well in the upcoming 2021. So the supply is quite big. You can see 64 billion the token supply, and you can see over here VeChain, and we have discussed lots of things. And if you want to know more about VeChain, you can have a look on that video. I will attach that video link in the description. You can have a look on that video about VeChain. And the next project we are going to have a look on is Zilliqa. So Zilliqa, we haven't discussed about Zilliqa in the previous videos. Zilliqa is also a smart contract platform, but one of the important advantage over Zilliqa is it has sharding. So the sharding which is implemented in Zilliqa, I think sharding is in Zilliqa, the sharding is implemented first, I think so. And in terms of ETH 2.0, the sharding will be implemented in coming years in terms of ETH 2.0 in order to achieve scalability. So sharding is like splitting the servers into different parallel small servers, which will enhance the scaling of any platform, any blockchain. That's a major thing. So Zilliqa is performing very well during the past days. You can see over here, its all-time high is $0.23, and it was staying around $0.01 for quite a period of months. You can see September, October, it was staying around 0.01. Then now it is pumping. You can see over here in the past 30 days, 156.2% up. So Zilliqa past 30 days, 156.2% up, and 14 days, the past 14 days, it is around 100% up. So that's a major thing. Still, we are minus 72.1% down. I'm expecting this would also perform very much in the coming bull run. And you can see the supply is 11 billion. It's quite a large. And if the supply is high, the price would be, you can see the all-time high is around $0.23. So this is how it works, supply and demand. And once there is much network congestion in particular smart contract platform or particular blockchain, then it is good for any any token which is having higher supply. So that's a major thing, and it is also a great project, Zilliqa, which has sharding implemented, and it is also working on proof of stake mechanism. Staking is there. You can also stake your Zil tokens. So it's one of the important project, and you can see sharding in practice. Our unique application of sharding allows the blockchain to scale in linear fashion. So this sharding will help the blockchain to scale. That is a major thing. So this ensures that Zilliqa platform can scale to meet the needs of a growing ecosystem of miners and applications. So in terms of any smart contract platform, it has to scale, guys. We know the problem with the Ethereum. So in terms of any platforms, the scaling is very important. So Polkadot is scalable and interoperable. That's a major thing why Polkadot having lots of projects. And also Zilliqa is also scalable because it has sharding, which is already implemented and in practice. So that's a major thing, and we can discuss later in a separate video about this particular Zilliqa project deeper, how it works and what are the things inside this particular project. And we are going to see the next project. The next project is Elrond. So it is another smart contract platform. It's another blockchain, and you can see Elrond is also an important project, and this is also working a lot, and it is also highly scalable, and it can do lots of transaction in a short period of time. And the token that is we have eGold, it is also performing well. You can see it was staying around $7.9 for a quite long period of time, from September to November. Now it surged heavily. You can see from 8.92 it made a high of $28. So it has a larger area to grow. And one more thing is the supply, guys. Supply is too much, so not too much, it's too low. You can see only 14.9 million. That's the supply. So in terms of supply, it is quite small. If supply is if any project, if any token that has less supply, and if there is more demand and more adoption, the price will surge very much faster compared to other projects. That's a major thing. So in terms of supply, it is still low, and you can see that is what they have mentioned. This is how the economics works in terms of Elrond. So Elrond, they had the token eGold. The token is eGold, and you can see eGold, a powerful digital currency positioned for global adoption. So internet scale blockchain is live. They have launched the mainnet already, and I think during July, maybe around July, they have launched July 2020 they have launched the mainnet, and it is also working on proof of stake mechanism. You can see validators, developers are there, and delegators are there. And you can see if you are a delegator, you would be getting a yearly return of 29%, and if you are a validator, you will be getting 36% as a yearly return for staking. So this is how it works, and it also uses multiple languages. That's the most important thing. So we have Rust, we have C, C++, Solidity. So Solidity is in terms of Ethereum. So any developers can easily work on Elrond blockchain because of this multiple language availability. So that's a major thing. And you can see their partners, Samsung is there, Matic Network is there, Frontier Wallet, Binance Chain Alliance. So lots of big projects are there, lots of big partners are there, and it's a really nice project in terms of the team and everyone. It's a nice project. These are the team, and you can see the market cap, everything is mentioned here, and it has listed in most of the exchanges. You can see Binance, OKX, Bitfinex. So lots of big exchanges have listed this particular project. And in terms of investors, it is a strong investor backing. You can see Binance Lab is there, so invested by Binance Lab and NGC Ventures. So Binance, if any project which is backed by Binance, it's a huge, guys, because they are the great investors. And we have NGC Ventures. This is also important investors in terms of crypto. So there are lots of things we can discuss about this particular project separately. And in terms of eGold, it is a new powerful digital currency positioned for global adoption. So it's similar to Bitcoin in terms of store of value. This is also designed in terms of mainly for that purpose, like store of value. And eGold currency is designed for simplicity and global adoption. In terms of Bitcoin, it is lots. We can't do anything in terms of small contracts over Bitcoin, but here we can do everything. And you can see the transition from atoms to bits is reshaping the world. So from atoms to bits, you can see from books to ebooks, and from gold to eGold. eGold is a digital reserve currency. So it is acting as a digital reserve currency that will reach millions of people. So they are having a perspective of store of value, the currency which has huge store of value. And you can see over here, Elrond Reserve Standard, simple tokenization of everything. Synthetic asset will be there, government currency, stable currency, cryptocurrency, and eGold reserve currency, and Elrond high bandwidth networks. So this is how it works, and this is about the scarcity. And you can see there is a maximum supply of I think 20 million. That is what mentioned here. So initial eGold supply is 20 million and 8 million people. So this is about the scarcity which will drive the price. So as adoption increases, eGold will be more scarce. This will drive the price of eGold, which will act as a huge huge store of value. That's a major thing. So this is how it works, and it's a quite nice project, and they have lots of things. It's much faster. This Elrond blockchain is a little bit faster. It can perform large number of transactions. So that's a major thing we can discuss about deeper in a separate video. And next project we are going to see is Blockstack. So Blockstack, it is like it is a major project which is useful for creating D apps. It's similar to Google's. Google is centralized, but we can have different applications. But similar to that, Blockstack is working in a decentralized way, where we can able to create different decentralized applications. They have lots of tutorials, and it's very much easier if you know small codings, and if you are a developer, it is very much helpful. And it's like a creating websites or things. We with some knowledge in coding, you can able to create a different apps, decentralized application. So it's a huge project. I'm expecting it will perform very well during the next year. And you can see it has a supply of 918 million, and the all-time high is $0.37 and you can see it's now nearer to all-time high. It had a huge drop during October, 0.14, and now it is pumping again, and it is listed on Binance and big exchanges. So let's have a look on what is Blockstack. So easily build decentralized application. You can see over here. So this is a major thing. You can easily be able to build decentralized application. Blockstack is an open source and developer friendly network for building decentralized application and small contract. And actually it is built on Stack blockchain. So that's a major thing. And I think it is in the version of testnet. They haven't launched the mainnet, I think so. But it's a nice project actually. And in terms of creating different things, it will make very much easier. So Stacks 2.0 mainnet. So it is going to launch on Jan 14, I think. So it's 2.0, I think. So that's the thing. You can see build what next. You can build apps with private data. You can able to build open marketplaces as gamings, digital assets, create your own digital assets with Bitcoin blockchain as their foundation, programmable finance. So lots of things, guys, and it's very much easier. They have lots of tutorials, and regarding this, we can have a look on deeper in a separate video. But it's a huge project. Apps and smart contracts on Bitcoin. That's a major thing, guys. So you can build apps and smart contracts on Bitcoin. So that's a major thing. Stacks 2.0 launch event. So a completely separate network and separate blockchain yet to share CPU power with Bitcoin. So this is creators and the world. So it's a CEO and I think Jack Dorsey, Twitter and Square. So it's the CEO of Twitter and Square. I think they have testimonials, and he is the founder of this particular Blockstack. So Munib Ali. So he's the founder, and this is one of the important projects. So schedule coming soon. They haven't launched Stack 2.0. Community partners. These are the partners. And they have lots of tutorials. You can have a look on it. You can able to build different small applications using their tutorials. So that's a major thing. And I'm expecting this would be an important project in coming years once everything starts to build on. That's a major thing. And you can see, okay, you can write a small contract, they will guide you, and they have the tutorials, building app with stacks. So that's a major thing. So this is one of the important project in my list for the next year 2021 in terms of Bitcoin bull run. And the next project we are going to see is Reserve. So this is the last project of this video. So Reserve Rights token, we have discussed about Reserve in our previous videos. You can have a look on Reserve about this token in that video. I can attach that video's link in this particular video's description. So it is all about creating a stable currency. That's a major thing, stable coin. And we have RSR, but this would be fluctuating. We have two tokens actually. So you can see all-time high is $0.03. We are still minus 41.5% down from all-time high, but it had a huge gain, guys. You can see over here. From March, it was around $0.02, and it went and made a high of $0.02. From 0.002 to 0.02. It is around 10x, guys. It made 10x gain, and now again dropped to 0.05, 0.009. Now it is again pumping. So it's an amazing project, and it had lots of backers. That's a major thing. Reserve, it is backed by Coinbase Ventures. So investors, they have Coinbase Ventures, and lots of big investors are there. You can see NGC, Fenbushi Capital, and lots of big investors are there. I think one of the investors from PayPal is also there. So that's a major thing, and lots of big investors back the project, and it is mainly creating stable currency. You can see RSV will be stable currency. The stable currency that is economically and legally robust at any scale, decentralized, 100% asset backed, and funded by top Silicon Valley investors. So this is stable coin, and this coin will fluctuate. By fluctuating this coin, the reserve is made stable. So this will be an asset. You can see it will be an asset. And this is how the protocol works. And if it is above or below set $1. Buying and selling will be done of buying of assets, tokenized assets, or selling of tokenized assets will be done in order to make the reserve rights or RSV to $1. So that's a major thing. This fluctuating protocol token that plays a role in stabilizing RSV. So this particular token is a fluctuating token and it is used to stabilize RSV. So that's a major thing, and it's a nice project, RSR, and you can have a look on that one. So Reserve is a flexible pool of stablecoin designed to reduce the risk through diversification and decentralized governance. To everyday users, this is just an app for buying, holding, and spending digital dollars. So you can have a look on that project in that particular video. I can attach that particular video in this video, in this video's description. So that's all. This is the medium cap altcoins pick for 2021, and then in the upcoming videos and then the next video we'll be covering other altcoins which is quite smaller, or we'll be discussing some of the niches, and in the final video we'll be discussing some of the micro caps. So that's the major thing. So that's all, and hope you like this video. If you like this video, please smash the like button and also subscribe to support this channel. I'll see you guys in another video of crypto with CryptoMac. Until then, signing off, CryptoMac. See you guys.